Hello and welcome from the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. Now, it's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt the feature of many a highlights reel. So let's hope we see more of those in the race today. The Circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6 mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected to be going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Knight lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, George Russell and Norris, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Perez and Pierre Gasly, Ricciardo, Schwartzman, Yuki Tsunoda and Albon, Mick Schumacher, Magnussen, Guan Yu Zhou and Lance Stroll, Latifi and Oscar Piastri. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Knight. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Accumulating somewhere on the MGUK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode. The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. That's science behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:44.4. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, Science is behind you. Our gap behind is 3.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. 9 laps to go. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Robert is in the pits. Robert in the pit lane now. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now.
And away we go. No problems, very smooth. Red Bull will no doubt be very happy with that stop.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, that's Sonoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. Our gap to the car in front is 6.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 40.2. And Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap behind is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:38.1. And the gap behind us is 2.4 seconds. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Gap to your teammate behind is 20.7 seconds. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 4.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:37.5. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. And Verstappen's behind. Our gap behind is 3.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Time last lap was a 1:37.7. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 5.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 37.7. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. And Verstappen's behind. And the gap behind us is 7.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:38.4. DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. You're in first position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 8.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Yes, you've done it! You've done it! Well done! Great stuff, mate! Great stuff!
We've witnessed some great battles around Paul Ricard today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. So let's review the drivers' standings. Knight increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Yuki Tsunoda gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.